Adriano Leite Ribeiro, better known as Adriano Emperador, is a former Brazilian footballer who played as a striker. He was born on February 17, 1982, in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. Adriano had a brilliant career, playing for teams like Inter Milan, Parma, Fiorentina and Roma, as well as the Brazilian national team. Adriano Imperador or Didico, was born on February 17, 1982, in the city of Rio de Janeiro, RJ. The striker started his career in 1999, in Flamengo's base divisions. The following year he was called up to the main team of the club. The 2000s were dominated by Adriano, mainly in Italy. He played for Parma and Inter Milan, where he earned the nickname L'Imperatore, the Emperor. In 2001 he was sold from Flamengo to Internazionale, but made only 14 appearances for the team. Loaned to Fiorentina in 2002, the player scored 6 goals in the 15 matches he was on the field. In the same year he went to play for Parma and stayed for 2 years. In 2004 he returned to Inter, where he was in the best phase of his career. There were 163 matches and 74 goals in the 4 years he played for the club. He won the Italian Championship 4 times in a row, the Italian Cup twice and the Italian Super Cup twice. In 2006, the death of his father ended up affecting Adriano's career. He spent practically the entire year without scoring for Inter, and after the 2006 World Cup, he received harsh criticism from the Brazilian press. In addition, it was not related to the Champions League in the 2007-2008 season by coach Roberto Mancini. The bad phase caused by personal problems caused Adriano's career to decline. The player even claimed to the Italian press that he was depressed and that he had developed alcohol problems. In 2008 he was loaned to São Paulo. For the São Paulo team, the Emperor scored 17 goals in 28 matches. In the same year he returned to Inter Milan, being a key player in the 2008-2009 season, reaching the mark of 100 goals in the Italian Championship. In April 2009, he returned to Brazil without authorization from Inter Milan, abandoning the team's training. The player did not give any news for days, and rumors began to emerge that he had died and that he had been kidnapped by drug dealers in Complexo do Alemão. But Adriano was with family members in Vila Cruzeiro, the favela where he grew up. On April 9, 2009, during the press conference, Adriano declared that he intended to stop playing for an indefinite period, which could last up to 3 months, as he had lost the joy of playing football. Adriano Imperador faced several problems during his career, including rumors about drug use. While he has publicly denied these rumors, he has acknowledged dealing with personal issues, including depression and struggles with the law. He also had disciplinary problems, including late arrivals to training and games, which strained his relationship with his clubs and coaches. In summary, Adriano Imperador's career was affected by a series of personal problems, including rumors of drug use, health problems, difficulties with the law and disciplinary problems, which limited his ability to play and affected his career. On April 24, 2009, Inter Milan announced the amicable termination of Adriano's contract, but did not reveal the terms of the agreement. In May of the same year, Adriano returned to Flamengo. The player stayed at the Rio de Janeiro club for about a year, but the controversies ended up speaking louder than his football, and after the elimination of Rubro-Negro in the Copa Libertadores and criticism from the fans, rumors began to emerge that Adriano would return to Italy, but to play for Roma. In June 2010 he signed with the Italian club for 3 seasons. But the player did not live up to the club's expectations, and in March 2011 Roma announced the termination of his contract. On the recommendation of Ronaldo Fenomeno, he returned to Brazil, but this time to play for Corinthians. The Emperor's first few weeks at the club were all about regaining fitness. However, he suffered a torn Achilles tendon in April and had to undergo surgery immediately, sidelining him for around 6 months. His official debut for the São Paulo club was in October 2011. And in March 2012, after yet another act of indiscipline, he was vetoed for the next games by Corinthians. Days later, he was released by the club. The player left the club with another injury to his left Achilles tendon and, after negotiations, returned to Flamengo. Adriano had to undergo surgery that left him sidelined for 3 months. However, on his third spell at the Rubro-Negro Carioca, the controversies prevented him from even playing for the team. The player would have missed several training sessions to go to concert halls. He spent the beginning of 2014 training at Atlético Paranense, and in February of the same year he signed with the club. There were only 4 matches played and 1 goal. He also left the club for missing training. In December 2014 he returned to Europe to play for Le Havre, a French team. But due to negotiation problems and the club's financial difficulties, the contract was not signed. 2 years without playing football professionally, Adriano signed with Miami United, an American team. The player only made 2 appearances for the club in 2016. For the Brazilian national team, he was called up for the first time at the age of 18 and has been in victorious campaigns with the green and yellow shirt. He won the U-17 World Cup in 1999, the U-20 South American Championship in 2001, the Copa America in 2004 and the Confederations Cup in 2006. He is currently sales director for Adidas Brazil. There is no reliable information that proves that Adriano Emperador was involved in drug trafficking. Rumors and allegations about this type of involvement are serious and, if proven true, could have serious legal and personal consequences. However, it is important to remember that the presumption of innocence is one of the fundamental guarantees of due process, and anyone is presumed innocent until proven guilty in a court of law. Without concrete evidence, it is not appropriate to affirm Adriano Emperador's involvement in drug trafficking. Adriano has 3 children: Adriano Ribeiro Jr., Sofia Ribeiro, and Lara Ribeiro. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the next video. See you soon.